Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Mckayla, and today's video is going to be about my 24-week update. So I'm officially 6 months pregnant. I have 3 more months to go. Oh my god, that's crazy to even think about. But there are a lot of new things that have been happening to me this week, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started with his size and what's going on with him. So he is the size of a cantaloupe. So he's getting bigger, and my uterus is huge. I went to the doctor yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment. It was just a checkup where they used the Doppler, and then he came in, asked how I was feeling, and he felt my stomach and measured me and everything. And I asked him if the baby was big enough to be kicking me in the ribs, because I have been getting really bad rib pain, and it feels like he's up in my ribs. So I asked him if he was big enough, and he put his hand on my stomach and he showed me where my uterus is, and my uterus is huge. Like, it's up to like right under my boobs. So that's just crazy to me that he's that big, and he's just getting bigger and bigger. So he weighs over a pound now. The doctor didn't tell me exactly how much he weighed on my last ultrasound, but I know at my last ultrasound he was over a pound. And then my doctor also talked to me about the measurements that he was having on his limbs and just his whole body in general and stuff like that at my last appointment. And he has long arms. That's what the doctor said. The doctor said he has some long arms. So, I mean, I guess he's just going to have really long arms. I'm sure they're not, he didn't say they were like abnormally long, but he said they were some pretty long arms, so. Next thing is he is yawning now. So in the womb he's opening and closing his mouth, which I did see on my 22-week ultrasound. So he's been doing that for a while now, but now he's noticing when he's tired and when he's not tired. So next is he has eyebrows, eyelashes, and hair. They are white. It's all white. He hasn't gotten his pigment yet. So yeah, at least he has it though. Well, my phone fell, so I'm just going to start where I left off, which is what's supposed to be happening to my body this week, or what I can expect to happen. So the first thing is swollen ankles and feet. The only time that this really has happened to me last week, which was my 23 weeks, I did say that I was having some swollen ankles and my legs got a little swollen too. That did not happen again, but instead it's whenever I get a shower, my ankles will swell and they'll itch really bad. So that's something that I have noticed while I was 23 weeks pregnant. So I won't be surprised if it happens during my 24 weeks too. The second thing is leg cramps, which I did experience last night. I woke myself up 3 times where I went to go stretch out like my feet. I would flex my feet, and then I would get really bad Charlie horses in my calves, except I was able to stop them in time to where it wasn't an actual Charlie horse. It was just the beginning of one. The next thing is backaches, which I have experienced my whole pregnancy, so it's just going to keep going. Next thing is the linea nigra line. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I've had this line since about 10 weeks in my pregnancy. I don't know if they mean you're supposed to be getting it now, or they're supposed to darken now, but I have had mine for a really long time. So I have noticed that it is starting to get darker above my belly button, where below my belly button it's already pretty dark. The next thing is stretch marks. I'm supposed to be expecting stretch marks to start happening. Stretch marks to start happening in my 24 weeks, because you are growing more as you go, you are growing more as you get further along, obviously, so I should be expecting that. And then the next thing is I have gained 20 pounds so far in my whole pregnancy. So yeah, I've gained 20 pounds. My doctor did say he's proud of me for doing that, because he was starting to get a little bit concerned. He wasn't very concerned that I wasn't gaining weight as long as the baby was okay, but he was starting to get a little concerned that I wasn't gaining weight, and he told me that the next time I came in for a checkup I should have gained some weight, and I did. I am now 124 pounds, and I started off my pregnancy at 105, 107. Now we'll go on to my symptoms. So the first symptom I have had is my baby Carter. Oh my goodness. He is always in my ribs. The other night I could not sleep because he really loved being in my ribs the other night. And it was the most painful thing I think I have experienced in my chest, like compared to heartburn and the acid reflux. This was so painful. It was just like somebody was jabbing me in my chest. He seems to really like being up in my ribs. Anytime I'm sitting, he will go straight to my ribs. Every time I'm laying down, he'll go straight to my ribs. So that is super, super, super painful. The next thing is my heartburn went away. So I haven't had heartburn at all this week, which is fine by me. But my heartburn went away, so I'm happy with that. I haven't had it since 23 weeks. So that's good, and I'm glad it went away because it really was starting to get annoying. The next thing is I have dry skin everywhere. I have it on my face, I have it on my back, I have it on my ankles, I have it on my elbows. I just have dry skin everywhere, and I do put lotion on it, like body lotion that's used for dry skin, and it just doesn't help. I used face lotion that's just supposed to be for your face. Nothing's helping my dry skin. I do drink water. I do everything I'm supposed to, but my dry skin is just out of control. So that's another thing that I noticed that is really, really annoying, and it is sort of painful on my back just because I can't reach some spots to get the lotion. So that is really, really painful. The next thing is strawberries. I have eaten every day, every single day of the week. There was not a day I did not eat strawberries. I just really, really, really wanted strawberries. So I ate a bunch of strawberries. Every day I had maybe like a bowl full, maybe two, and I would have a banana every day. So I noticed that was one of my huge cravings, which is super weird because my whole pregnancy I haven't really had a craving for a specific thing. More of like a meal, but my strawberries I had to have every single day. Next thing is Carter's kicks are getting super strong. Him moving his arm or his leg is starting to get super noticeable. Before I couldn't tell if he was just, moving his arm or something, but now whenever he moves his arm, whenever he kicks, whenever he, just gets into a comfortable spot, I can feel it and I can see it outside my stomach. So that's something else I've noticed. And then the next thing is I am sweating a ton. Now, by this I mean my hands are sweating really bad, and not necessarily like my armpits or anything, but it's mostly just my hands. I sweat so bad. It's so weird because I'll be writing and my hands will just get super, super sweaty, and I'll be like, this is uncomfortable, and my hand will be like sliding down the pencil as I'm writing. So that's something I've noticed, is my hands are getting super sweaty and hot. I don't know if that's a sign of pregnancy or not, but I find that super weird, so I thought I'd tell you guys. And then the next thing is I am having some sore boobies. My boobs are so sore, and before my pregnancy, they weren't as sore as they were just annoying. Like if I wore a bra, then they would hurt, but no, now they hurt all the time. So that's something I have noticed. My boobs are starting to get way, way, way more touchy than they were at the beginning of my pregnancy. Next thing is my boobs are leaking. It's not like an amount that you can tell or anything. It's just like a drop here and there, and it's clear. It's not milk, but it's just clear liquid, and it comes out just whenever it feels like it. I've only had it happen twice my 23 weeks, so it was just a drop. It was nothing big, but I noticed that happened. The next thing is my allergies. Obviously you guys have seen how bad my allergies are because I have recorded videos where I sound and I look sick, but it's all allergies. So that has been a super huge thing this week, and it's finally starting to go away. I'm starting to feel a lot better, but it really took me by surprise because I was feeling great, and then all of a sudden I got hit with allergies. The next thing I noticed is my face is itchy. I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I'll like sit and I'll just itch my face like it was something normal I do, but my face is just itchy. I think it might be because of the dry skin, but that's something that's super annoying, and I hope goes away soon because I don't like itching my face. It leaves like weird lines and stuff, so I hope that goes away soon. And then next is I have 2 stretch marks on my stomach. Last week, my 22 weeks, I had 0 stretch marks. 0 stretch marks. Now I have 2 stretch marks. They're only like this big, but they're still stretch marks, and Caelan noticed them and pointed them out to me, so I am starting to get stretch marks on my stomach. I did already have quite a few stretch marks on my boobs, so that's starting to happen. I'm not happy about it, but it is going to happen. I was a small girl. I'm growing, but I am lathering up my stomach with lotion, and hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but even if it does, I'm getting a healthy baby, so I'm okay with it in the end. The next thing is, when I'm tired, I'm tired. Like, if I'm hanging out with my boyfriend and I get tired, like, that's it. I'm gonna be asleep in like 10 minutes. I can't keep myself awake anymore. It's whenever I'm tired, I just fall asleep. I'll close my eyes and I'll be out. So that's something that I've noticed that I don't really like, because sometimes it gets in the way of me doing things, but I noticed that. And then last but not least is I am getting more saliva. Like, my mouth just drips saliva. It's super gross. Like, as I've been talking, I've had to like suck saliva back in my mouth a few times. So that's something that I have noticed, and when I brush my teeth, it's really hard to like not spit about 2-3 times while I'm brushing my teeth, because saliva is just pouring out of my mouth. That sounds super gross, but you know what? It happens. So I'll go ahead and do my belly shot now. So this is my belly, and I'll show you guys the stretch marks that Caelan was talking about in a minute. But yeah, this is my belly. You can see that my belly button is an outie. I'll show you guys like what it looks like from here. That's what it looks like. If it wants to focus, focus, focus. It doesn't want to focus, but this is what it looks like. And then somewhere down here are the stretch marks. I'm not sure exactly where because I'm not able to bend over and see it, but they're there. I think one's right there that I can see, and then there's another one somewhere. But yeah, and then like I was talking about my linea nigra, right here is the really dark line that I've had like since 10 weeks, and then here is my one starting now. So that's my belly. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next video.